Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
A lot worse things you can do with socks.
New sock.
Just saying.
Yeah. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. From Asthma Core Studios near Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, man.
It's the Weedsmen Potcast.
I have no idea what's going on.
And now,
you have smoked yourself retarded.
Here are the Weedsmen.
You want to get high?
Yo, 133.
Hey.
I'm Chris.
I'm Rob.
I'm Aaron.
Michael. And I'm too loud.
Everybody know that's Big Dick B. Yeah, the whole intro to me was very incredibly
I would
loud.
say that. Yes.
You're challenging your editing abilities right off the bat, aren't they?
Hell yeah.
Well, hey, here's a little editing thing for you. As long as we're going to pull back the curtain a little bit, we're going to record this episode inside out, and the conversation that we just had for the last hour, part of that is going to go in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to tell you. And if
you'll never fucking know.
You can hit us up on Twitter if you think you know, if you guess it right. I don't know.
If you want to hear the uncut version, we'll make that available too. If we want to just make people
we're not.
Go, what the fuck? Come on.
Don't say that.
Come on.
That's not going to happen.
Why not?
What?
Just give them the rough cut. edit out the minimal.
Oh, boy.
I was trying to think of a good prize that we could send, but I don't know. What do we have that we could actually mail and not get in trouble?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's a good...
And not break federal laws.
No, we should work on that. Maybe
You'll get a pit. I'll send you a picture of my butt on Instagram.
There you go.
We actually maybe
clothed or unclothed, your choice.
Maybe after the new year, we talk. Maybe get some Weedsman merch, and not like T-shirts, like merch stoners, like grinders, papers. They make that shit. I checked it out.
Put the name on it.
Yeah, you get a tray. Maybe we have a Weedsman weed tray.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think a weed tray is a good idea.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you don't really think about it. At least for myself,
right?
I don't go to when I go to the head shop, which is not that often actually. They have trays there, but I never think about picking one up. It never seems like a useful thing until you're actually breaking up something and you're like, what the fuck am I doing here?
One of the places I frequent has the official Wiz Khalifa rolling tray.
Oh, yeah, they have that at the gas station.
Oh, yeah, we saw that
yeah,
one.
They have that at Zaz.
Oh, nice.
He's smart. He's diversifying.
Hey, you got to make that money.
Hey, you're not going to have hit records forever.
Yeah, records aren't going to make money forever. Got to make that product.
And he's probably getting into the realms of old school by now.
Yeah, I would say he's got a kid now, and he's almost married.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
I heard he's huge more than Snoop.
Oh yeah, I've heard that too.
I know. We were talking about this off mic, and I'm gonna say it right now. We did this a couple weeks ago.
What are you gonna claim?
We're putting out the challenge.
You're putting out the challenge.
Other podcasts, other rappers. Snoop. Maybe hear this someday. I don't know. Well, the rare occasion where we've had guests in here, every time people leave, they're like, Jesus Christ, guys. I can't hang with you. So we've been doing this 2.5 years.
There have been a few people that tapped out.
Should we put out the Weedsman Challenge?
Oh.
Throw that flag.
Let's see if there's any real weed slingers out there.
Doug Benson.
We'll step to anyone.
Doug Benson.
Hey.
Getting Doug with high? Yeah, don't you come to the Weedsmen, and we'll come to you.
Not that I'm trying to throw shade at anyone, because I respect Doug Benson, but
yeah, I do too.
I've seen his show, man. That's about 20 to 30 minutes, and half of that is people sinking lower and lower into their chairs.
Yeah, pretty much.
We edit shit up and get 2 shows out of one session, but it's usually us sitting here for 2 hours, and it doesn't really stop.
And, medical cards, so it ain't like we're getting fucking swag either. All right,
top quality. Yeah.
No, okay, it's not California. We'll give you that. We're not getting that.
Right.
We don't have the Emerald Triangle in our state.
Yeah, we're in Michigan. This is still medical.
But we're still getting. We're
not the recreational level yet.
Middies disappeared around here a long time ago, kids.
Yeah.
Middies.
Oh yeah.
The sampling system?
They still use. No, MIDI is still used. It's just all digital now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just saying, we're putting out, calling you out. Other podcasts, people who think you can smoke.
Wow, you're calling out.
He's ready to step to the world.
2
What, do you want to go on GGM? You want to smack somebody in the face?
On, you sons of bitches.
You know what, man? I'll back you up.
We've been doing this 2.5 years. I have confidence in us.
Wow.
Just saying.
I feel like a football team. We're about to take the field right now.
What time is it?
Let's go.
Game time.
Let's go.
I just interrupted my rant for a bong hit. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
Interrupted the challenge. Smoke's rolling out my face. So I got a story from today.
What happened?
Well, just this interesting story about the decision.
Did you see Wiz Khalifa at the airport and yell at him?
And you go, I challenge you.
I'll smoke you out any day, motherfucker.
No.
He just starts laughing.
Yeah, that's what his laugh sounds like.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Challenge him. Right? And make sure your people is there to see the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, just today at the airport.
Yo, people.
I was in a dilemma. It's a nice little parable about the choices you make. All right? I bought a cartridge earlier this week, and I bought a gram. And it's funny.
A gram. You
of
bought
oil.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you bought a cartridge, that was a gram, and then you bought an additional gram of flour.
Not cartridge, gram, no.
Yeah, okay. You bought a gram cartridge. A 1 gram cartridge.
That's usually about a trip's worth. But it's funny because we are still in the infancy of recreational and stuff.
Right.
Some of these things burn up in 3 days. And then there was this thing. Yeah. I got to yesterday. This thing's 3 inches long. There's maybe a fucking 1/4 inch gone. I'm like, man, I leave tomorrow.
Wow.
So you got a lot of catching up to do.
Well, so yesterday I was just high all day yesterday, which, by the way, I apologize for my performance on a regimen yesterday. Super high.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, just all day. But I get to this morning.
Chris hides it in the register and tries to get the same room next trip.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I stay at all the same hotels if I really could actually have a stash spot if I really tried.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
But
I really need 307. I'm not going to lie to you right now.
Not that I just I could find a rock at the hotel I always stay at and put it under there and shit.
Or just get a false rock, put it there yourself.
Yeah, no, buy myself a fake rock.
Buy a fake rock and leave it.
Hell yeah, dude. Get next level with that shit.
That's a great idea.
You could leave it in a parking lot somewhere as long as it was marked properly.
No, Mike had a good idea actually a couple weeks ago. He said, get a locker at the airport.
There you go.
If this were 1998, I would say that's a fantastic idea.
Right.
As a matter of fact, that's what they always do in the movies. It's always a foolproof plan.
And they always get caught in the end.
No, you can't. You don't want to store shit in the airport anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah, that's
I don't
true.
think you can't even actually on the.
I don't remember saying
there's
that.
no lockers anywhere.
Yeah, you told me to get a locker. That's you.
There's
not an airport.
You can't get them at the airport anymore.
At the bus terminal?
Local skating rink?
I don't think there's any place where you can just go and say, hey, I'd like to leave this here for an indefinite period of time for 50 cents.
Okay.
In a public place.
Right.
All right. Regardless.
and locked up where nobody can get to it.
So I get to today, and I got to give myself credit. I got this thing down to about an inch left in one day.
Wow.
Like I said, this is a lot of naps yesterday.
Hell yeah.
He was like, snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I get pre-check. And I'm like, oh, hey, pre-check, cool. Pre-check, you don't go through the cancer hoop. You just go through the metal detector. And I've gone through the metal detector 100 times with my vape battery in my pocket. So either my vape battery doesn't have metal in it, or it doesn't have the kind of metal they're looking for. So I look at the cartridge, and I'm like,
It's under 3 ounces, right?
Yeah, well, no, I'm like, I could just keep it in my pocket. I got pre-check. I'm going to go through the metal detector. Like, let's do it. And then I'm just like, and then this is where adulting comes in. I'm like, this all goes away.
Right.
If just something happens,
Exactly.
I lose the job. There's no moving to Portland.
Right.
You're
back to square one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're crashing the plane into the mountain.
Yeah, that's pretty
much. I hit as much as I could outside the airport and then just put it in the trash can.
Good man.
And then, so I go in, I get in line, put my shit on the conveyor belt, I go through the metal detector, and I get 3 steps away, and it beeps, and they go, hey, you've been randomly selected to be further screened. And I'm like, fucking A! Hell yeah!
Check me, bitch.
I was like, good call, Chris. This would have been that day.
Yeah, pretty much.
You would have had one of my days.
You're like doing the Toyota leap into the air.
Right.
It's like, wow, I never had somebody so excited.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, trust me. I know how that feels.
You're lucky,
So
man.
that was just a little parable today about, hey, people, be careful with the choices you make.
Right. Just watch your back, dude.
Yeah. I just thought that was, as soon as that happened, I was like, some bitch. Good thing I made the right call.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's that key factor in there, having something to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
And everyone does. It's just,
I hate Michigan that much. I threw that cartridge away.
Right.
Well, Michigan hates you.
Wow. That's a bold
I
statement.
don't so much hate Michigan as perhaps the mindset
Okay, of the population.
of the area in which I live.
who wants to live in a battleground state anymore?
I think that there's a comedian, he was on Conan this summer, and I only heard one thing that he ever said, because it was his little preview for him being on Conan, but pretty much sums it up. He's like, I'm from the Midwest, which has all of the racism of the South, but without the sweet tea. He was like, yes,
Yep.
you are correct.
100%.
Yes. That's where the population in the Midwest came from. It was people from the South that came up. Well, first of all, let's not forget this important step. Immigrated to America from Scotland, Poland, Ireland, all over the fucking place.
Lebanon.
Got shat on, got fucked around in this country, got fucked over big time in many ways. There's a lot of racism against those races. And that's where you get all these stereotypes that we still stick with to this day of, drunk, cheap, and stupid.
The big beef Juan burrito.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so, and
now
then
you smelling what I'm stepping in.
manufacturing was booming further north of them. They came up to the Midwest for the manufacturing jobs, the steel jobs, eventually making cars and
then stealing them.
Whatever else Detroit does.
Make salt.
I kid. I love Detroit.
It was funny. I was reading an article about it was like 10 cities. If you like Portland, 10 cities to move to that aren't as expensive. Detroit's on that list.
Oh, nice.
It's like It's like, no, it does not have the same vibe. Also does not have the mountains.
Right. Got a lot of water.
Yeah, all the water you need.
Right. If you love
wherever you go.
If you like Portland, but hate the view, the people, or the property value.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. They still have the same amount of water.
Consider Detroit.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
You said it, man.
Oh. It's called DMT, Rob. See if you can... hold on, let me see.
DMT.
That's the name of this strain.
Oh.
Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to tell me.
Wait a minute. I have to prepare for this. This is going to be like one of those existential trips where I see aliens and shit.
DMT?
Yeah, isn't that how you talk to God?
I don't know.
Are we going to talk to God, Rob?
That'd
Did
be
you find?
crazy.
Well, I guess we're going to find out, aren't we?
That was like an introduction.
You ever heard of Terrence McKenna?
I think they're the same thing, right?
Dynamite?
To the choir.
Okay. So do you just want me to say Dynamite?
The subject of...
Or what is it called?
DMT.
DMT?
AKA Dynamite. There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, our strain this week is DMT, a.k.a. Dynamite. Here it is. Dynamite is a short and bushy indica that provides high yield and high-quality bud. Smells like grapefruit and produces a thick and fruity smoke. Very fast indoor flowering at 50 days with striking purple and pink buds. But the top 5 effects are relaxed, happy, euphoric, sleepy, and hungry. And the lineage is from grapefruit, and the flavors are earthy, grapefruit, and pungent. So it's a very strong tasting weed. I enjoy it.
It is pretty pungent.
Yeah.
And boom goes the dynamite.
There we go. And boom goes the dynamite. I wish I could. I was thinking about some Europe.
I saw a movie today.
What did you see?
Well, I slipped through some of it.
So you partially saw this movie.
The kids loved the fuck out of it.
What was it called?
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
I heard about this.
Isn't that the Harry Potter prequel?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be pretty good.
Not a fan of Harry Potter movies in general. I saw the preview and was like, hey, here's the Harry Potter movie for me. Finally, a Harry Potter movie for Dad.
You have tits?
There's got to be a better way. This movie was just blah.
Oh, really? Damn.
Thank
you for telling me.
It was boring, man.
I was going to go see it.
I mean, watch some of the highlights. Check out the VFX are good. The character design is good. Acting is fine. The story's fine. Everything's just fine. I have no idea why people have motivation to do anything in this movie.
Main character? Who's that guy? That Redmayne? Kenny Redmayne?
The character's name
guy,
or
the
the
main
actor's
actor.
name? I do not know. And even Colin Farrell, who is a very good actor when he's put in the right part.
Right.
And has done some amazing work, in my opinion, was, well, he didn't really seem to have a lot to work with.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dark. Like, there's a scene where Colin Farrell is shaking down some weird, half-retarded kid in an alleyway, and you really just see him in silhouette for the whole scene.
Right.
And, like, this movie's so dark.
Pretty dark movie, for sure.
Yeah. Well, somebody had put together a series of stills from the intros from all the Harry Potter series of movies in chronological order. And you see the palette darken, saying that each Harry Potter movie is getting darker than the last.
Yeah. But I would say that all the Harry Potter movies have been pretty dark in in some way. But
it
not
wasn't
too dark.
Didn't make me cringe in the way that most Harry Potter movies do.
Mm-hmm. Was it over the top?
My eyes didn't roll out of my head. I didn't groan or be like, whatever. I was just like, am I going to get some kind of competent story here? Am I going to get something?
Now, was it a lot of was there a lot of special effects that was like over the top?
There was a lot of beasts. There's
Okay.
a variety of beasts in a whole little pocket universe that exists inside this suitcase that he has.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's
And they
pretty
coyly hint about, like, he has some infamous brother who is in the service as a war hero.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know. I bet you if I asked my son, he would have been like, "Oh no, that was this guy who was his brother was this in Harry Potter. He was the father of this character who did this."
Okay.
Who's the one who broke a wand off in Harry's ass? The kind of villain, there's a lot of it's like. It all takes place in America, and they have the same kind of magic that they have in the UK, but they just call it different things. And they also don't mix with regular people. They're not allowed to marry. And there's a faction of anti-witch propaganda that happens in the movie.
So this is all taking place before Harry Potter.
Yeah, this is taking place. Well, there's like Model A cars and shit.
Oh, okay. So it's fairly old.
Yeah, like 1920s, I can believe.
Okay.
I don't think they ever. Maybe I slept through the credits scene. No. I didn't fall asleep until it's always when
Was a song playing for the credits.
When you take a movie that is boring as shit, and then about 45 minutes in, put a scene where the camera whips around a whole lot for about 5 minutes, I will be out like a light. It's like when you put a baby in the car and drive it around the block a couple times. Like I'm just
damn. Then you'll fall asleep doing VR for sure.
I mean, I can stick through it if I'm watching something like a good action movie or even a Marvel movie. I mean, as flat as some of the Marvel movies are, and lacking in originality and depth of character, this was just like totally two-dimensional.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say some of the stuff I've seen now for the VR movies is pretty.
I'm
crazy.
sure it was a very different experience for somebody who is invested in that Harry Potter universe, and there were probably a lot of what they call Easter eggs that I didn't get. Little nods and hints to things that I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about, and maybe that I would have enjoyed it more on that level. But that doesn't mean that you've got a good movie. A good movie means I can come into it completely ignorant and have a great time. This is not the case. The wet fart of a movie.
Heard it first,
dark
folks.
wet fart.
Don't go see that movie. Unless it's your kids are going.
I don't know. I mean, if you like seeing crazy,
the good news is you're fired.
Right. If you like seeing crazy creatures on the screen and that's all you want to see, then that's great. I mean, it does that really well.
Well, I'm sure it's part of a book series, right?
Because you're fucking fired. You fire movies after they're made, even. Like,
is it after a book series? Like, is there a book that's supposed to?
This was the only movie that was the script was written by J.K. Rowling.
Oh, okay.
Which stands for just kidding, if you didn't know.
I did not know that.
Yeah. What did I say? It is the first original script written by her that's not been adapted by from a novel or.
Oh, okay. So this is all fresh.
Yes, it's an original screenplay, but by
the actual writer of the series.
Yes, this is
of Harry Potter.
I don't know why this is taking so long to explain this, but
no,
you do understand me.
Yeah, I do understand you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
What are we gonna? Okay, we can do a song. What are we doing?
I don't know.
It's Rob's pick.
What do we got? Rob, you're picking today?
Yeah, it's a dude by the name of Iman Omari.
Did you play some of this shit before? I'm not calling you out on it. I'm just saying that that name sounds familiar.
It might have. It might have come out from him before. I mean, I enjoy the kind of stuff that he does. Kind of just chill. It's nice stuff to listen to while you're smoking, relaxing.
This is all trip hop, like instrumental shit?
Yeah, it's like looping, pretty much. It's just all loops.
A lot like the DJ Shadow shit that we were listening to last week.
Right. That's what it kind of reminded me of it. Good stuff to listen to at work, too. Definitely.
Yeah.
You're trying to think something out.
Definitely has a lo-fi vibe to it.
And I think he smokes too if you look at his CD cover.
Yeah, I know, right?
But the beat slips just enough for me to be irritating. Like, I enjoy it, but I don't know.
I'm with you.
Do you feel uneasiness of the track?
Yes. I'm like, for the love of God, find the pocket, please.
Right.
No, but that's the thing. That's with
But you're
trip
so
hop.
close.
But with trip hop, that's the thing. Is some trip hop never finds a pocket.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, well, or hip hop even. I mean,
yeah, a lot of hip hop.
Look
now.
at what's his name from Wu-Tang. The one producer that did all the...
You're talking about not Ghostface.
No, the one that... He's done soundtracks and all that shit. Which one is it?
Damn it.
Fuck.
You alright, Mikey B? Look at Mike.
He's posted up.
He's got a stand.
He's sitting there standing like...
You know what's worse than hearing actors talk about politics?
What?
Politicians talking about acting?
Actors talking about actors who are talking about politics.
Oh, Jesus.
Inevitably, anytime any tense political situation breaks out, every group is heard from. But for some reason, actors get constantly told to shut the fuck up when they talk politics like everybody else does. I don't really understand it.
Oh, you're about to talk about Mark Wahlberg, aren't you?
Did you heard the story too?
I heard some about this week.
I have not heard about this.
Mark.
What did Mark speak about?
He was asked his opinion, and it's a valid opinion that he is welcome to.
Right.
But
every American can do it.
Some Mark Wahlberg music.
First, the version I read was on Bleeding Cool. It has a picture of him in the Calvin Klein ad. Like smiling in his underpants. Starts off, swing it, swing it, swing it.
Yeah.
Come on, swing it.
Swing it, swing it.
That's how the article starts
Nice.
off.
Oh, nice. Sound part for the music.
Transformers star Mark Wahlberg wants celebrities to stop talking about politics. But they do have his quote here. He says, a lot of celebrities do it, and shouldn't. We were talking about the parade of actors and musicians who lined up to denounce Donald Trump in the months and weeks leading up to Election Day. You know, it just goes to show you that people aren't listening to that anyway. They might buy your CD or watch your movie, but you don't put food on their table. You don't pay their bills. A lot of Hollywood is living in a bubble. They're pretty out of touch with the common person, an everyday guy out there providing for their family. Me, I'm very aware of the real world. I come from the real world and I exist in the real world. And although I can navigate Hollywood and I love the business and the opportunities it's afforded me, I also understand what it's like not to have all that. I don't know. So
I don't know. This guy's been well above the poverty line since he was 19.
I don't know why he has to. He states a valid opinion while also telling other people what to do, which just kind of, in my mind, negates each other.
Exactly.
Now your opinion,
he's just pretty much telling celebrities to stay in their lane.
Yeah.
Just state your opinion if you want to talk politics, and if you don't say anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
pretty much,
because he also said that actors shouldn't be talking about politics. And then goes on to talk about his politics and what makes him think that other actors shouldn't be talking about their politics. right. So he did manage to make some of his politics quite clear.
Yeah. He got his message across.
You know?
He was like, I'm going to shit on your shit first.
This guy wants you to know what his politics are.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He wants you to feel the vibration.
Then he wants you to go watch one of his shitty-ass movies.
He did say he wants to see the sweat coming out your pores at some point.
Name one good Mark Wahlberg movie, please.
Daddy's or Home. The one he did. Oh, good. The other guys.
This whole concept of a bubble, though.
You know that's a good movie.
Yeah.
I take exception with
it is a good movie.
The use of the term bubble, which is being thrown around a lot, especially in the last 6 months, I think.
Right.
Housing bubble or don't be in my bubble?
No, not that type of bubble. The bubble that people live in. Filtering the truth out is living a lie, is living in their own little world, right?
Right.
I think the term is accurate if you want to talk about people who live in an information bubble.
Okay.
Like they only watch certain news outlets and listen to certain shows, and so they only get certain information. And even when they hear stuff that's contrary to that, they're like, well, that's not what Glenn Beck says, so that can't be true. And that type of bubble.
Yeah.
That I understand, but now it's everybody. We use it in the way that you can't judge other people. You can't talk about other people because you live in your own little bubble. Like Mark Wahlberg talked about how people in Hollywood live in their bubble and they don't understand the rest of America.
Right.
I'm like, that's such bullshit. I mean, that's as bullshit as saying that somebody, regardless of what they do for a living or who they are, shouldn't be speaking about politics in this country.
It's just as bullshit as him saying he lives in the real world. That guy's been making six figures since he was 19 years old.
It doesn't matter where you come from. There is no real fucking world. We're all living in the real world, and we're all... You can have contrary opinions, and if you want to talk about, they're in a bubble because they are, because they're, turning their eye away from something that is happening in this world, they're in denial. But really, it's just a way to say that you're living in a different America than what I'm living in.
Right.
Right.
That's the theme of the whole election.
Yeah.
There's two Americas.
Pretty much.
Right. Do we have to I mean...
Both candidates were saying there's two Americas.
Yep. And
can we get, like, a really long bridge that just goes from the East Coast to West Coast, and then we can just have, like, the outer America and inner America? We'll just separate into two, but, just leave the coast.
Be America and America!
America and America.
We'll take all the real estate. You can you can deal with Canada and Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't think so. I wish.
MikeyB has now transplanted himself to the couch, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we get him a
Personally, I think it's podcasters that shouldn't speak their political opinion, but that's just my political opinion about it.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
What else is
we can do the news, but I don't think there's a lot of news. It's a lot of people getting their shit together.
Hey, that's all right. People can get their shit together.
Hey, you're not allowed to rent here anymore. Yeah!
Jay right at the end, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, news?
News. All right, time for Bong Hits. I don't fucking remember. I'm high. The news. Do the fucking news.
Obama.
Barry.
He's not going to do anything about it, but he won't shut up about it either.
Come on, Barry.
Like, don't talk about it. Do it.
Maybe now that we have President Trump, that'll be our partying gift. Like, you're all going to need this. Here you go.
A consolation prize. He said, let's see, where was he interviewed recently? In Rolling Stone magazine. He said, look, I've been very clear about my belief that we should try to discourage substance abuse, and I am not somebody who believes that legalization is a panacea.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that word means?
I've heard that word before, but...
Cure-all?
Cure-all?
Yes. The only reason I asked that is because I named one of my supporting characters in the video game that I was playing that, and my son asked me why.
Mm-hmm.
And so we talked about where it comes from. Which I couldn't remember exactly. It comes from it's a goddess or like the human daughter of maybe like a Hercules thing where it was like a god and man getting it on.
Okay.
Not homosexually.
Right.
God and man. No religion.
God, what if God was one of us? I'm sorry.
We were thinking I was thinking a good song. You were thinking bad song.
Yeah, horrible song. Sorry. That's my thing.
Where does that leave us, Rob? That's all they got.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Yes.
There we go.
Panacea is absolutely a cure-all. She was a goddess of well-being and health. He says, I do believe that treating this as a public health issue, the same way we do with cigarettes or alcohol, is the much smarter way to deal with it. A lot of big talk on the way out.
Well, why don't you leave us a partying gift on January 18th? We're gonna need a motherfucker. The next 4 years we got on tap. Barry.
It's like an exit speech where he's saying, "Look, I know we all wanted legal marijuana in this country. Right. I wanted it as much as, and we're all going like, no, that's not obvious. You're the one who could do something about it.
Right. You can fix it, asshole.
But what can you do? There's just nothing to be done. Yes, there was.
Yeah. He's like, hey, what are you gonna do? What do you mean? You can do it.
Right.
It's like we're having our house worked on, right? And we're working with a really competent contractor, but we know that he's retiring and that he's leaving the business to his idiot son. So we're trying to get him to do as much of the work on the house.
I know, right?
Before he retires.
Barry, I only got 6 shows left. 12 if you count the Nuggets. All right? So let's, Barry, come on, man.
Let's fix this house now.
Move that bus. Come on,
Obama's
Barry.
like, what's the point?
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Approve the message of...
He does go on to talk about, let's see, impact on individuals and failure of our drug laws, classification, the federal classification of cannabis as a Schedule 1 drug.
Get it off of Schedule 1. You can do that.
You can do it,
Barry.
Yeah. I mean, overall, not necessarily anything new or different than what we've heard from Obama on this issue, but it does seem like he's more willing to talk about it now.
Right.
Before it was usually like one or two questions on it, and then they'd move on to something else. Like they had an extended conversation on the issue in this Rolling Stone interview. If you want to, look it up, you can find the whole thing, I'm sure, online.
Yeah, I'll have to look that one up.
Who was he talking to anyways? Was it Matt Taibbi? Taibbi! I always think of, every time I see Matt Taibbi, I think of his name being shouted by, one of those little things for the Jawas.
Oh, yeah. Utini! Wait. Yeah, when they do that fucking talk when they're in the cave. Yeah, boy. Like, it's just the word boy, and they just say, like, tubba boy. Boy. Yeah, I gotcha. Good. Choke you out. You're going to die from...
And I didn't like it.
You killed me, Rob.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Inhale and never tried it again.
How did he know he didn't
I
like
nailed
it?
that, didn't I?
No, I'm sorry.
That's watched it one too many times.
By 2004, Democrats were falling all over
That's what
each
happens
other
when you have
to
free
admit trying
time.
pot.
Which of you are ready to admit to having used marijuana in the past? And they want us to go around.
Is this a history of presidents being asked questions about marijuana?
No, I'm just looking for Obama talking about he inhaled frequently, and that was the point.
Yeah.
Look, when I was a kid, I inhaled frequently.
There you go.
That was the point.
So what was that cameraman on?
I was just trying to find a nice soundbite of him saying,
Nice.
I smoke marijuana.
No, I forgot about that actual quote.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess the other story is only not really directly related to cannabis.
What's it about?
Did you hear about the federal ban on smoking in public housing?
No, I did not hear that.
So if you live in the projects in
Right.
New York in particular, where there's high concentrations of people living in these buildings.
Well, they call that rent control.
I think, do they have them in Chicago too? I mean, I know they have similar high rises, but I don't know if they are federally funded.
I think they have them here, also in Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit. Yeah, I guess probably in any major city you would have them.
Right.
But yeah, they're not allowed to smoke inside of or within like 25 feet of the building. Actually, it's a sad day for personal freedom. I mean, I'm not saying that this is like a drastic thing. Like first it's the cigarettes, next it's their guns, and then they jail you up and send you off to a camp. And
right,
but it's fucking bullshit, man.
Yep. Taking control.
Yeah, and that's Barry doing that to us. That ain't even Cheeto Mussolini.
It's just one of many things that can make you feel like the government has its boot on your neck.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, listen, the government is it's the bad dad. You're going to live by my rules, and as long as you're under my roof...
Right.
You're going to do what I say, and there's no fucking smoking in here.
Yep. That's how it would be.
Can't have your pit bulls around here. Can't be playing your rap music. That's what it's going to be
Them
next.
dominoes out of here.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Did you see Madonna said she's ashamed to be an American?
Didn't she already say that, like, a while ago?
Really?
She said it a couple days ago.
Again? She's still spouting that shit?
Yeah.
She's still saying that shit.
Did she say it with an accent?
She said it in Miami. I'm ashamed to be American. I don't know.
Yeah.
She said it in Miami, you said?
I'm like, hey, you don't got to fucking...
What was she doing in Miami?
Dancing.
Some
she was telling Americans that she was ashamed to be American.
Yeah, it was a fundraiser for some shit.
Yeah, she's American, and she's ashamed.
I'm to the point with a lot of these people. Man, you fucking gotta stay here, man. Like, I hate to be that guy, but
it's true.
Like,
if going back to Mark Wahlberg, if his beef was with this type of issue of celebrities using the stage, and it's almost like a bait and switch. Like, you're going to pay X amount. I mean, concerts are getting out of control with their prices, so you're paying sometimes hundreds of dollars to go see somebody perform live, but you have to listen to them lecture about whatever the fuck their political views are for 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
I'd be probably pretty fucking pissed. I'd be like, let's get on with the music. That's what I fucking came here. Do you see me with a fucking sign in my hand, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Do you see a podium up on that motherfucking stage?
Yeah.
Do you understand what's going on?
Right.
Do you know what those guys holding those pieces of wood behind you are?
Yeah, no, right.
Let's get this show on.
Yeah. It's just becoming tiresome.
But to say, like, if somebody is a, famous actor and they want to be open on Twitter with their political views, yeah, that's fine. Fucking follow them or don't. Or challenge them. Follow them and get mad and challenge them if that makes your life feel better.
Right.
Maybe some actual discourse might come out of it. Maybe somebody's opinion will get changed somewhere down the line. As unlikely as it sounds. But to just blatantly say that any group of people, profession, whatever, has no voice in this country.
Right.
Because what they do for a living is frivolous.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just annoying. It's more like, peace, Madonna. Because the way I feel since the election is more like I am ashamed of Americans.
I'm not speaking for censorship against Madonna, but I'm saying, like, people did not pay for your lousy views of how shitty the country that you're playing in is. And just on a personal level, if I did actually pay to go see Madonna, I would consider walking out of that. Unless I was certain that she was going to play Lucky Star directly within the next 5 minutes.
There you go.
Actually, it wouldn't just be hearing it. She'd have to go change outfits, tease her hair up and put it in that like little kind of off to the side ponytail.
Oh, okay.
And some bangs and the jean jacket.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Little skirt with some lace on it.
Oh, not jean. Like
take me back in time to Madonna I loved once.
Damn, you love that.
Not this veiny mess with a weird accent.
Where she looks all muscular.
Spells hatred against the home country that helped make her.
Right. Fuck all you people that bought my album.
Well, come on. I mean, she made a career out of daddy issues, and you're surprised that she's spouting nonsense on a stage somewhere.
Yeah.
Where she's lucky she's doing it clothed, okay?
True.
It's your jam, huh?
Well, this is one of many. I guess at this point, I would have to say, yeah. I mean, there are multiple Madonna songs that I will definitely get my groove on, too.
Yeah.
Some others I hate, but yeah. But not a good vocalist. I mean, just a good performer.
Yeah.
A great performer. I mean, let's hand it to her. An amazing performer.
Wow. Yeah, I would go as far as
so
that.
If I got to pick one from this era,
to get
Madonna,
where she did,
I picked this one.
To accomplish what she did with a voice that was...
I like this song.
She would never have gotten hired for a musical on stage or anything.
No.
Like, not even in the chorus.
Right.
But she made it work. Yeah, this one.
This is a good song.
This is another one of them, man.
Madonna is a prime example of if you do it with confidence, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. I'm going to sing with my marginal singing voice with a shitload of confidence.
And, it is interesting that, like, certainly there's a lot of nostalgia here. I mean, I remember how old I was when I was hearing these songs for the first time. Everything, actually, when I think of memories of the time period of this song coming out, everything has kind of yellow tinged and like a old Polaroid,
There's a filter for that on Instagram.
Yeah, suddenly
now,
all the carpet is orange, all the wallpaper is gold,
avocado
There's
green,
lots of mirrored surfaces, and and lots of knitted things, macrame shit hanging from the walls. So the only vague memories. But yeah, I guess I was going to say there's a lot of nostalgia involved of why, in particular, I like a song like this or Lucky Star or some of the earlier hits. But, in the same respect, I have some of those memories of the music of Bon Jovi, who I was also listening to at that time. And I was like, what, 8 years old, I think, 9 years old. And while I might get a little bit of a nostalgic tingle upon hearing an early Bon Jovi song, I'm not going to stay in groove to it. Like,
not down with that.
Really?
No.
Are you being brought back right now?
Yeah, the bad memories. I don't want to go back to the bad place.
Aaron just starts shaking his shoulders.
Yeah. It was so bad. I never got into this era of rock.
I was 8.
Stand this era. So
I'm not gonna lie, I bought a CD.
Oh, and the neighbor girl who lived down the street, Andrea, who I had a major crush on, totally loved this band. So,
okay.
You can't blame a prepubescent boner for its musical tastes.
Right.
Now, this being said, the wife from New Jersey likes the Bon Jovi.
Oh,
obviously.
Sure.
Well, look how she's about to be 40. How old would she would have been when this came out? Exactly.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It's you can't even fault her. It's like saying she went to Catholic school and she's Christian. Like, what are you gonna do? That's what happens.
Right, that happens, man.
Like, it's so.
It would be a bigger story to say she actually doesn't like Bon Jovi. Oddly enough,
she doesn't like Bruce.
Yeah. Listen to that driving piano.
No. I mean, fans of the Adam Carolla show definitely. You probably heard. I think it was on the Friday show. He was talking about hair bands, and he's like, "This shit was made for 13-year-old boys." And I was like, "Yes." That's exactly when I listened to it at the most.
Oh, it's awful.
And I grew out of it.
I never got into that. Or Poison. Like, I hated that period of rock music.
Sugar on Me? That was the classic.
It was
I hated the late 80s.
A little bad boy veer away from the classic rock that I was listening to as a kid. Like, it went from classic rock to hair bands and then back to, like, the Doors and Led Zeppelin type of classic rock.
I was one of those kids in flannels, like, rejoicing around the burning pile of garbage that was hair metal. Like, yes, it's dying, kill it, go! I'm like running, getting a can of gasoline. Good, more fire, let's do it. Destroy it all.
I don't know if you know this fact about me. I've had 2 mullets in my lifetime, and only one of them was ironic.
Nice. We are from downriver.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes some sense.
The first one was freshman year of high school.
All right.
we're stunned in silence.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, basically, if you just de-exaggerated Joe Dirt, you'd have me and put him in a Simpsons t-shirt.
You're like, Def Leppard sucks,
and some bright red Reeboks or some shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Some too tight stain wash jeans.
Cut. Did you ever wear the cutoffs?
Something about your long
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a rat's nest. Do something about your mullet. Get out the hair clippers, jerk. Cut the mullet. Cut the mullet.
These are some fantastic. Oh, the braided mullet.
That
one.
That also looked like Lyle Lovett with that braided mullet.
Get the rat's nest off your head.
Rat's nest.
Oh, rest in peace.
Your skull. Get to the barber shop. Tell the barber that you're sick of looking like an asshole.
That's the best line right there.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta cut the mullet on this episode. This episode's getting a little long in the back. We gotta trim it.
Yeah, we're cutting the back.
Let's see what I got here. I think I actually like this song better. Can we go with the new outro song here?
Cut the mullet?
No, not cut the mullet for an outro song.
Ooh, spooky.
I like it so far.
I don't remember how this one's laid out, and I didn't label this one very well. I also forgot to bring up my little script there. You can get us started, huh?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for downloading the Weedsmen Potcast.
Yes, thank
free.
you. Thank you.
On iTunes. Or from ChristopherMedia.net. Please make sure to rate the Weedsmen Podcast 5 stars on iTunes.
Yeah, come on.
And you can help to tell others about the Weedsmen Podcast by leaving a comment.
Do it.
Helps. Every little bit helps people.
Please.
All right. And thanks for following us on Twitter.
Yeah. Commenting, rating, sharing, talking about it. It all helps.
Yeah,
following us on
on
social media.
Thank you for following the Weedsmen Podcast on Twitter at the Weedsmen 420 and on the gram
at the Weedsmen Podcast.
Please follow us on Facebook to like and share the Weedsmen Podcast.
Please share us.
Yeah, and visit ChristopherMedia.net for all the other podcasts available on the Christopher Media Network. Let's see. That's the projection booth. Mike White, the projection booth.
He's a great guy.
I gotta give him credit. I used a term for Donald Trump that he came up with.
Oh, which one?
Cheeto Mussolini.
Cheeto Mussolini,
that is credit to Mike White.
I love that one.
If you like the cult movies, they're man.
I listen to his podcast. It's pretty damn good.
They like movies, and they know their shit, too.
Yep. They don't skip on the information. Yeah. Cheeto Mussolini.
There's a 7-hour episode about Conan the Barbarian. I'm just saying.
Hey. It's worth listening to.
And you can check them out too at projection-booth.com.
Do it.
And there's new shows available every week on iTunes and at ChristopherMedia.net. Hey, there's a donate button.
Yep, do it.
You can use PayPal. Hey.
You can click through Amazon.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
Yep.
Throw us a little bit of change for the holidays.
That would be nice, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's getting donations this time of year.
It doesn't cost you anything extra, but the half a calorie it's going to take to click through and bookmark us.
You'll thank us later.
An extra couple clicks with that index finger. That's all we're asking for. Just to show us that you appreciate us being around and putting the show out free of charge each week.
Yeah.
Twice a week.
You know, I was thinking the other day, by the end of the year, we're going to have just produced in-house 500 podcasts.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's a milestone.
We need to have a party.
Yeah, let's celebrate.
Our 500th
everybody
podcast.
In here. Let's get everybody that we've ever had in the show.
Oh, we can get the beer nuts?
Let's get everybody.
We get Rich?
Let's get Rich.
Yeah,
let's get everybody.
Let's brainstorm on this,
Let's get,
we can just rotate out and just have like a
we
fucking...
can bring Scott back with Jay.
Get Scott in here.
We can pull a train on this podcast. Is that what they would
get
call
Earl
it?
up on, and he's from Kansas. He's on Sporgy.
Let's do it.
Iceman. Yeah, we just promoted another podcast.
Boom. Listen to us, please.
Yeah. And if you're looking to launch your own website, you know, a lot of people start businesses.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about reopening up old passion and starting a new website.
Yeah. Well, we do it here. HostGator. So if you're looking to launch your own website, click through the HostGator banner at ChristopherMedia.net. That's who we use to host all of the shows that we produce here.
So that's another way where they're directly supporting us and our cause here by actually clicking through the HostGator banner. Is that correct?
Right on our website.
That's all you got to do.
ChristopherMedia.net. Thank you.
Net.
I think .com may be up for sale.
But here's a real question. You know what? Hey, what about choosing the perfect gift for the man?
Yeah, what about that?
To ask.
Hey, he got out.
That's
that
difficult.
time a difficult person.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to send Kanye something? He's welcome home.
Right.
And you also need to make it easy because you got to make sure that you find the right hatchable for your not hatchable. What's it called? Hatchable.
Those things.
There you go.
I haven't seen one.
Hatchable.
It sounds like it looks creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Like it looked like Gremlin and shit. Like, oh, don't get that thing wet.
Let's
take a look at it when we wrap this up.
Bro basket.
But we're talking about buying for men, not for little kids. For guys, you have no idea what they have already, what they need, what they're really into. But we know what everybody enjoys, right? Alcohol, man. It's
right
easy.
there.
It's everybody's favorite legal thing to ship in the U.S.
It tastes good. Some of it does. Not the cheap shit.
That's right. So who's going to make that easy for you? Bro Basket.
Yeah.
I know I'm totally going off script on this one.
We're doing it live. Fuck it. Sorry.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You can get their favorite alcohol, craft beer, wine, whiskey, scotch, tequila.
Oh, yeah.
Brobasket.com. We'll put it all in a gift basket full of all the goodies.
What the fuck was that?
You can customize it. You can pick the theme. Get the Jack and Coke sampler. Get the Junior Executive gift set. Get even a boozeless option.
Hey, it's still cool.
Get some near beer or some sparkling
grape soda.
Some sparkling soda.
Yeah. Yeah. We know.
I mean, maybe you want to celebrate New Year's with somebody who is also, 5 years free of alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay, easy there, Bill.
Chill out. Come on.
All right.
Bill, relax.
I told you. The music's just to play us out. I'll explain it to you off air.
Right. He gets all out of shape. It's ridiculous.
Where was I? Brobasket.com.
Brobasket.
Give you many shipping options, including rush delivery and Saturdays.
So remember, 21 and over only. Local state laws apply.
That's right.
Shipping, what is that? Shipping? What about shipping? I don't have the list.
Oh, shit.
He's watching Stewie Griffin over here.
I'm trying to produce, and I'm failing at producing.
Yeah, I'm trying to read
Beer, wine, and liquor are not available for shipping in all states.
Thank you.
You can help support Christopher Media by clicking through the Brobasket.com banner at ChristopherMedia.net.
Please, do it.
Men used to be hard.
But not anymore.
to shop for the Brobasket. Oh, wait a minute. I read that wrong.
It used to be hard.
Men used to be hard to shop for.
We need to do another read.
Brobasket.com.
Next up, we're sitting on a bathtub on a beach.
Yep.
Because men used to be hard.
But not anymore.
Now we're sitting in the beach on a bathtub.
Hey, stay high. Please, stay high. Can we stay high?
Why don't you stay high?
Do it live.
We're doing it live.
Do it live.
Damn it, Stewie, calm down.
Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Hey. Stay high. Come on.
Stay high.
There we go.
Stay high.
Stay high.
If you enjoy this show and want more people to know about it, head on over to iTunes, leave a comment, and rate it 5 stars. Make sure you like and share us on Facebook, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. Just search for Christopher Media. Thank you in advance for supporting Christopher Media by clicking on the PayPal button and by clicking through to all the sponsors who support ChristopherMedia.net. Most importantly, we would like to take the time to extend an extra special thanks to you. Christopher Media could not exist without your support. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net, and thank you for listening. Christopher Media. Let's make some noise. Thank you for visiting ChristopherMedia.net.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name your price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Me, but also you. The Pharaoh fast forwards his favorite foreign film, Powder Donut. Okay, what's my line?
The only line I see here on the script is get options based on your budget with the name your price tool from Progressive.
Oh man, that's a tongue twister, huh? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a few more minutes. Bulbous Walrus, the Bulbous Walrus.
The Name Your Price tool, only from Progressive.
The owl ran afoul of the comatose coxswain.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.